All right. Let's set the mood. What do I feel like listening to? What are we going to listen to today? What's up, Cairo? What's up, y'all? Let's find some music. How are y'all? How is everyone's day going? Like, how are you feeling? How has your day been? We're going to be channeling messages that are meant for you. So they could be very random. I don't know what it's going to be about yet. We're just going to like go with the flow and see what messages come out. And we're going to get into it in just a minute. I just got to find some uncopywritten music. What's up? Hey, Chloe. Hi, Spice Lover. Monique. Leia. You're at work. What's that type of music that they play on the elevator? Like the waiting room music? Y'all know what that is? What's it called? Like what they would call it on YouTube? Hey, Tiara. Waiting on 5 o'clock. I know that's right. So you could be stuck in 5 o'clock traffic too. Getting that money, period. Long day, no complaints. The hair. What's up, Indigo? You an OG. Love you. Thank you, Poetic. Happy to catch you live. Yeah, we live today. Y'all know typically I pre-record, but I just feel like going live today. Elevator music. There you go. It's called elevator music. For those that are just coming in, we just gonna vibe and get whatever messages that's meant for you. So I don't know what it's gonna be about. But the objective of this stream is to get the messages and decode the energy. All right. So those of you that don't know, I love decoding things. I'm a big conspiracy theorist. I love decoding energy. I love tapping into weird supernatural things. So if that's not your vibe, I feel you. I like going deep. So if you're scared, I get you. Elevator. Yes, because like symbolically, elevators are like Inception. When I think of elevators, I think of Inception. So that's why I feel like I want to be on it. I need some elevator music so I could go into a trance and I start hallucinating and seeing things. I'm sure everybody gonna love to hear me say that, right? Yes, I do lucid dream. And then I get possessed by an entity that takes over my body. And then after it takes over my body, I don't remember anything. Wow. They're like, I knew it. I knew it. You're demonic. You're late to the show. You're very late. Elevator. So go ahead and record that, repost it. so you can have proof that someone admitted it to you. Because I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not a liar. So if you can't take the heat in the kitchen, do me a favor. You done with the scissors? I need new batteries. 'Cause it's first floor, stop. Second floor, stop. Third floor, you better not stop because HOT spells hot, and I mean hot. All right. Not now. Okay, so let's get into it, y'all. Hi, Ireland. What's up, Gertine? Okay, Spirit, what messages do you have? What's up, Mecca? What messages do you have? Who needs a message today? What are we getting into? What's up, Uncle? Nothing much, chilling. All right, so we got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So a lot of earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah, it's all red lipstick this week. What's up, Sensational? Hey, Steven. So the Queen of Pentacles is the energy. So if you resonate with, it could be earth energy, or maybe you just feeling like the Queen of Pentacles in reverse is like a lack of energy. Like you're not really motivated. It's like blah, just getting by. Okay, I feel like Spirit want to talk to y'all first. Hi, Mecca. Thank you for the super chat. Spirit wants to talk to you guys first. So let's see what's going on with y'all energy. Hi, Stacy. Hi, Tony. What's going on with y'all energy? You have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Did time go backwards or something? If time didn't go backwards, it feels like everything right now feels like it's on a negative cycle. Like a negative, like a repeat. Like deja vu. I feel like some of y'all, either confirmation if you've been having like moments where you feel like I did this before. Like this happened a couple years ago. Or I remember this or I remember that. But you're still trying to force against it. Because it's like, I don't want to go back to that. I don't want to go back to 2020. I don't want to go back to 2017. I don't want to repeat of this event. So there's some type of event that happened in your life that was major. You don't want to go back to that type of event. However, you feel like there's a magnetic pull or some type of force that's bringing you back to a period in your life that you didn't like. I don't know exactly what that is specifically for you individually, but if I could describe how the energy feels inside of my body, it feels like swimming upstream, being in a storm and trying to fly an airplane in a storm, a sandstorm. And the more that you try to fly in those conditions and move forward, the more you tear yourself up, you tear yourself down, you wear yourself out. And so The vibe that I get spiritually, like what my ancestors, what my body is telling me, is that you need to turn the plane off. You need to turn something off, and you need to fall into it, lean into it, trust the process. And even though it may feel as if that doesn't make sense, I feel as if this is something that you can't make sense of. You have to lean into it. You have to do a trust fall. You have to allow everything to fall apart as it's going to fall apart. You have to like turn the plane off and just let it take you in a cyclone, wherever it's going to take you. And then when the time comes for you to fly, that's when you're meant to fly. Okay. Let's see. Because force right now is, there's too many cosmic energies pushing a certain agenda. And the agenda doesn't have to be like from an elitist or conspiracy theory. I feel like an agenda as far as like the planetary alignment, what's happening that affects us as above, and we're feeling the effects below. And you got to wither the storm, you know? And so you're lacking the knowledge that's required during this time on how to work with this type of season in your life. Ooh. So we got the King of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So in this season, there's a purpose as to why this is all happening. You need a provider in your life. Okay? So there's a need that you have, and somebody needs to provide it. I don't care what gender they are, but there's a need, and someone needs to provide it. But you are not allowed to provide it to yourself. Yeah, you may be very capable. You may know a lot. You can read all the self-help books in the world. You can make all the money in the world. There's a resource that you need during this time, because you know how I said, like, you are the collective that I'm tapped into. You are doing something repetitiously. You're lacking motivation to continue doing it, and so you're pushing harder so you don't fail, because a winner never quits on themselves. But no matter how much you try to win, it feels as if forces are working against you, and they are. But it is cosmic energy, things that you cannot control. And Taurus doesn't like that energy. Earth sign, grounded energy, period, does not like anything disrupting the consistency of their expectations. Right? So, whatever your why you're doing whatever you're doing makes sense to you, because it provides a solution to whatever problems you could have if you don't continue doing X, Y, and Z. So at this point, the world, your universe, should be mirroring back to you what you don't want. Which means deja vu is happening right now, which means people that you don't fuck with are coming back around, which means it feels retrograding, but it's not retrograde in the sense of what I see here. It's more like a full disclosure, a full moon energy. And you're not trying to be in the emotions. You're like, I'm trying to stay on solid ground because that's where I feel secure. I don't want to be in the water. I don't want to be in the emotions. I don't want to be carried by the waves. So you don't really want to participate with, it's like you don't want to participate with whatever the world got going on, or you don't want to participate with whatever experiments are happening. It's like, keep me out of that shit. That's how I feel. That's what, CJ. It's like, keep me out of that. So you need someone, because you'll keep doing something. Even if it fails, you'll get back up and do it again, which is karmic energy. Every time the universe tries to sit you down or to make you wait or to make you be patient and you continue to persist, you're vibrating in a karmic frequency. Okay, If you feel like energetically it's not the time to go, 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 but you keep going, 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 you are on a karmic frequency. In order to change your frequency, you have to change the way in which you respond to uncomfortability. It is the only way. You have to sacrifice that which you know, which is the familiar way of doing things, so you can create space for the unknown. You see what I'm saying? Are you getting what I'm saying, what I'm putting down right now? Thank you. This is a very important shift right now. Let me tell you why it's so important. Because do you have any like mothers? I'm going to talk to the feminine energy for a second. If you have any mothers in your life, maybe your direct mother. If your direct mother has struggled their whole life with transitioning between maiden, mother, and crone, right about now with this energy, you should be transitioning into the mother phase of your existence, right? On a cosmic level, everyone that's been in the mother frequency, the generators, are supposed to be transitioning to crone phase in their metamorphosis of their lifespan. And those that have been in a maiden phase of their existence, right? They're supposed to be transitioning into the mother phase, which is the generator phase, the ones that do not have to do much but gets everything. That phase is what most mothers would call the matriarch, right? In order for becoming the matriarch in their family, they have to give up and sacrifice that mother phase and transition into a crone phase. When they resist that moon energy of the cycles that we have to transition into, it makes it difficult for you to step into your rite of passage and fill those shoes, and they cross over. So a lot of you with this energy here, it feels as if your closest example of people that just knew how to let you be you, you come to them for wisdom, they're probably your great grandmothers or your great grandmother. It'd be hard for you to identify your direct mother as being the person that understands that your direct mother may still be in competition with you, competing for that position, even though they've expired. Their period of time has expired, and they're supposed to be transitioning into crone, and you're supposed to be taking on the mantle of mother, and sacrificing your maiden phase for the next generation. So I feel like that's what's happening cosmically. Okay. So because that's not a graceful process for humanity right now, it's created a lot of stunted growth. Okay. And when that happens, the universe has to step in, and the universe has to create a series of events that force people to do it reluctantly because they're not doing it willingly. You understand? So how does that correspond, or how does that trickle down into your everyday reality, into your everyday world? Well, it looks like um, a provider has to step in. Somebody that provides something that you need, that you're not getting directly from your direct lineage, has to come in and provide security while you go through your next season of transition or your next season of metamorphosis. That doesn't mean that you have to like get married, be living with people or anything like that. It's just several people, this could be more than one person, will come into your life by way of, you know, providing a need that you're lacking. All right. And as they're providing a need that you're lacking, more people are going to come towards you, and everybody's going to play a role in your life, and the universe is going to show you that I got you, even if it appears that your peers are not willing to help you. I got you. So you may network with people, and y'all may collaborate, and they just want to give you something, right? You may come across somebody that want to give you a job opportunity because you're not getting it from your direct lineage or your direct branch that will facilitate you, because time is of the essence, okay, for your own spiritual purpose and development. So whatever delays that you have been unable to bring into this point, everything for you moving forward is going to come by way of random strangers and people that you do not know, but they know you. It's all connected some way, somehow. But it's saying that a lot of you guys don't feel comfortable receiving support, receiving help, receiving certain things from people without believing that you have to give something in return. Okay? You do not have to give anything in return. That's what the cards are saying. These are people that want to help. They're going to want to help you solve a problem. These are problem solvers, solution-based people that are hardwired to come in like the rescuers that they are. Okay? They exist. They're not going to tell you that your pipes are busted. They're going to come in and either fix it themselves, or they're going to provide the resources to make sure that your pipes get fixed. So you don't go without pipes this winter. All right? So these cold fronts don't fuck you up. Shelter, you lost one. Hey, I got an Airbnb. You don't even got to pay for it. I want you to live in it. Do you see? And you're like, wait a minute. I don't know about all that. That sounds like a scam. That's doubt. That's karmic energy. See, Danielle says someone just gave her $5 for nothing. Go with this energy. Keep your heart open. Allow the energy to give what it's supposed to give. Receive what you're meant to receive. It doesn't mean that this season is going to last always, but the universe has always guaranteed that you would be provided for. So let the universe provide for you. Because remember, after all, whatever is put in the hearts of other people to do for you, it came from the divine. It came from God. So why would you deny God in all its many forms that it will come in? Just food for thought, you know? Nothing is a waste of time unless you turn away the hand that's trying to feed you. Then it's a waste of time. It's a waste of unutilized energy. Yeah, these people that are coming, you're going to meet a lot of successful people, a lot of wealthy people, people that are like businessmen, businesswomen, and you're going to be like, wow, I never thought I'd be sitting in these rooms with these people. I never thought these opportunities would come to me. I don't even have the degrees. You know when God is working in your life because miracles like this happen. You shouldn't even be offered a position that you're not qualified for. But when you sit at the table, something about you says, I want to close the deal with you. I want you to take this lease. I want you to occupy this space. I don't want nobody else. I want you. Why is that? Because it was always meant for you to receive that. Don't deny what you meant to receive because you believe that the blessing is too great. Okay? I believe in miracles. Who sang that song? Is that Whitney Houston? Damn, if I'm wrong, I'm going to sound loud and wrong. Ooh, y'all not going to want to hear this. Just give me my money, okay? Just give me my money. Well, I don't like being no gold digger. I don't like when people, the reason why you have attached a negative connotation to receiving assistance, receiving support, being provided for, is because someone conditioned you to a limited belief system that where you validate what you deserve more based off of how other people will respond to your choices, how other people will perceive your character. And so you have placed more validity in what other people's opinions are of you rather than doing what you feel organically natural to you. Even if it feels unsure, even if you don't feel like it's something that you're used to, the fact that you're willing to do it says more about your character than those that are too scared to ever try. Don't ever put yourself in that type of category with people that spend more time talking about what people are doing versus actually doing anything with their lives. Of course they're going to have something negative to say about you because they never had the courage to do what it is that you do. They don't have faith. Okay? So what you need to take from this whole message is you have to use what you have to get what you want. What does that mean? Right? Because that's a statement that has been always has a negative connotation to it. So some of y'all, God bless you with a voice. Use what you were given to create a lane for yourself. Some of you guys were given intellect. Use your intellect to create a lane for yourself. Some of y'all were given looks. Use the things that were given to you. Put yourself out there and create a lane for yourself and have no fear. That's what it says. You got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. It don't get no more player than that. Play your role, play your position, be the main character in your reality, and don't let anybody tell you that you are not the star in your story. You are always the star in your story. Every time they convince you that you're not the star, you become a supporting cast. And if anybody has ever seen movies, what happened? Did anyone cry for supporting cast? No. When the main characters in a movie are fighting and everybody else that's on the ground is running and hiding, no one mourns them at all. I'm not saying that it's right or wrong because that's subjective. What I'm saying is they too, okay, will either one day come to that realization or they won't. Lack mentality says that there's not enough for all of us. Abundant mentality says there's more than enough for all of us. So if you think that you're going to be the only person in the world with a gift or an ability, and there's not going to be other millions of people doing the same thing that you're doing, you sleep. Okay. There's nothing new under the sun. You need to let your current struggles be your inspiration. Like, look where you are today. And if you don't like where you are today, there is no reason why 10 years from now, 5 years from now, you got no one to blame for what you didn't, the opportunities you didn't seize right now. The time you didn't use to invest in your self-development, teaching yourself a skill. You could pull up anything on YouTube and teach yourself anything. Anything you can imagine, there is somebody that has created a how-to video for you to figure it out. All right. So it's like this is the opportunity to have a wake-up call. It's either you're going to remain a victim or Capricorn energy is going to make you aware that you ain't a victim. You are not a victim. How you spend your time, everybody got the same 24 hours. What's up, Gina? Thank you. We all got the same 24 hours, and that's just the truth. So don't be like, well, I would have did it, but I had to pay my bills, and I needed to do that, and I needed to do this, and I did meet a nice person, but I was too scared of them playing me because they was on a different level, and they was on this status, and I didn't feel like no. It could be an idea. I wanted to post something. I wanted to go live. I wanted to share this gift and share that, but I wasn't sure if that was going to be received by people. Once again, that's fear of the unknown. Okay. So a lot of this is saying that somebody's going to come in to your life and they are going to provide you the security. I mean, they're going to give you the lot. When I say the lot, the land, the deed, they're going to give you the structure. Pay attention. Pay attention. Now, I'm not telling you to go run off and say, oh, TT told me to go and run away with a mass murderer. I didn't say that. Use your discernment, okay? But when you're ready, you'll know. Because it's going to be in your face and it's going to feel too good to be true. We talked about this for 2 years now. Spirit said, I'm going to give you something and it's going to feel too good to be true. And I want you to accept this help. I want you to receive this. I want you to believe that you deserve this. Because what you can't see energetically, what could be going on cosmically, you don't have no idea. We're in the book of Revelation right now. So we done already had so much happening. What do you think's going to happen next? So if these certain major events don't happen where people have been literally contracted to come together in this type of way, when certain events play out, I feel like really for those that it's meant for, it's not going to even really be able to miss you, because with all this major energy, it's saying that you going to come kicking and screaming. If you get down to the wire and you don't know if you got time, if you're making the right decision, something's going to force your hand. Something's going to force your hand. And you're going to be like, I would have never thought I would have ended up here. And look at you now. And in 5 years from now, you're going to be like, that damn TT told me I was going to end up in this position. I was going to end up in the same spot. And don't say I didn't tell you, because I don't know about y'all, but a lot of times people be thinking that my predictions or whatever I see in the cards and personal readings, like, oh, this already happened, it ain't gonna happen again. If Spirit shows something, because Spirit is putting you up on game. If Spirit shows, I don't care if it's a personal reading or it's doing a live. Time is an illusion. And like riddles, when God is speaking, God gonna speak through riddles. All right? When Spirit is speaking, Spirit gonna be like your ancestors, your spirit guides. They're gonna be like, hey, listen, I'm trying to tell you something because God is coming. God is gonna play the roles this way. I'm trying to put you up on game to prepare you for X, Y, and Z. I can't tell you too much because I just was sent here to tell you this. But they're gonna have more patience for you. When God steps in, God gonna say X, Y, and Z. And it's like a no nonsense. Because now we're down to the wire. Now it's down to events that you don't even know that's happening cosmically. And when God got to step in because you that stubborn, because clearly all this earth energy, y'all that stubborn to the point where God himself got to come down and tell you some shit because you just hard-headed. So don't be looking like Boo Boo the Fool because you done procrastinated. Cause a lot of y'all struggle with the spirit of procrastination. Okay. Oh, that's just not who I am. Okay. Don't be saying nothing when your ass hungry on them streets. because some world events are playing out. And remember, there's nothing new under the sun. Because so if it happened before, it can happen again. Just saying. We have higher self in reverse. It's all connected. So your higher self be trying to connect you to like what you need to create, what you need to start, like what you need to be working on, what seasons that we're in. And this is why the energy be so repetitive. When you come across any energetic energy reading or whatever as a collective or anything, and it's very repetitive, like I've heard this before, I've done this before, then that just means that you've mastered the lesson, and it should really get you hyped. It should really be like a confirmation, like, yes, I love when I hear repetitive messages, because that means my ship's about to take off. That means I'm about to, we're boarding again. But if you feel like, oh, I'm hearing the same repetitive energy about the past and I'm sick of it and I just want to know about this and I know about that, that is a confirmation that you are not on the motherfucking train and you need to get your shit in order. Okay? Because you should be rejoicing when you hear the trumpets of destruction all around you. You should be rejoicing. You should be like, yes, this is a breakthrough. When you hit rock bottom, you should be singing. You should be singing because you know that you're being teleported. You know that you're going through a portal. You know that on the other end, it's always something better. It's always a new day. You're going through the portal. And so what happens every time you level up? You got to have a review of the past. So every time you hear repetitive energies and it's draining and it's exhausting and it's like you reviewing the past, because all of that is being downloaded and imprinted into your subconscious and is being stored into that oversoul. But when you don't allow your higher self to download, not download, but to upload. So what you experience, all of that's uploaded into your higher self. Your higher self gets the information that it needs from this lifetime in that capsule of time. And then you're like, okay, boom, you done went through check-in, you done went through TSA. The higher self is like TSA, checking all your paperwork. Okay? But a lot of y'all ain't passing TSA. Because you don't want to hear it. You don't want to go through the process of standing that long ass line with everybody else. But everybody else is like, I done been through this line a couple times. Because they know every time they got to go through the TSA, they're taking flight. Something is manifesting. That's why they made a whole fucking TV show called Manifest. And it was all about getting on some plane, going to nothingness, going to nowhere, to come back into time. But they have what? The opportunity. It creates opportunities. It's a spiritual flight. Okay. So that's what the Spirit is saying. And so Spirit is saying, if you are in the season of uploading everything into your higher self, you should have been creating a book, right? You should be creating the next chapter in the Bible, in the book of life. You should have something left for the next generation that is going to be beneficial to them, that is of value to them. Because that period of time needed to be documented properly. The writings on the wall needed to happen. The stamps that you went through TSA needs to be validated for. So when you in that line, they say, okay, show me what you've done. Show me how you connected the dots. Show me how you left something for the next person. How you recycled whatever you went through. And then TSA says, Your higher self says, I can't upload this shit. God, do you see this shit? I can't upload this shit. I don't even understand. I don't even understand this language. What is this? Ugh, brother. Ugh. That's what your higher self is saying. That's what they said. Because it's supposed to be an epic tale of fighting evil by moonlight. So when it comes by daylight, Sailor Moon. I love y'all. I really do. But that's what they're saying. That's what your higher self is saying. So now we gotta do another rotation around the sun. But don't feel discouraged. But remember, we're gonna have this conversation again in the next quarter. In the next quarter, a portal is gonna open. And in this portal, you have to sacrifice who you used to be. If you're trying to remain the same, you're already dead. And you're avoiding your awakening. Awakenings have to keep happening. You have to keep growing. Okay? And remember, our consciousness also has to replenish the other levels of creation. We are not exempt in the creation process. And when we get to the point where we do not see how it's all connected, how we shed our skin and our experiences and we gift it back, not just to humanity, human to human, but we're supposed to be shedding that onto all forms of creation, not just the ones we want to be selective with. And so the time of separating the rich from the poor, this social class from that social class, this race from that place, all of those lines have literally been erased. And so what has to happen? What's happening cosmically? They're trying to hurry up and write out the new lines, write out the new segregations, write out the new orders. And in that process, with all the downloads that we received, every time you received a channel message, I don't care how much the energy was heavy, light, dense, or whatever, it was an opportunity for every expression of existence to have a voice, to have a say-so, to be seen, to feel heard, and then to remind them how to teach themselves, to teach them how to do what it is that you do. All right, I said this last year. It ain't enough to just have a person coming to you and eating for you. You have to teach them how to fish. So this way you have less demons on the earth. And what are demons? Demons are made. Okay? Demons are made. We make them. When we restrict them from evolution, when we restrict them from only I don't got time for that person today. So they only understand through fear and force and oppression. So I'm going to keep oppressing them. I'm going to keep them in a state of fear because I have literally created them on a level. I've created a space for them, and I want to keep them in that box, and I want to limit them to that, and I don't expect anyone to tell them that they can get out of the motherfucking box. Okay? So yes, a lot of light workers have gone into dark spaces and have literally said, did you know that you are God and all of us are children of the Most High? And you know what they said? I'm about to attack you. And so like they've been getting attacked, they've been getting their ass whooped, they've been getting all types of stuff. It has literally been war. Okay? It's been war. Just to tell a person, just to remind a person who they are. That you are a child of a greater source, that you do not have to stay in your struggle. Literally telling a person with a limited belief system that they don't have to stay in an unhealthy relationship is equivalent to having not only they person, but them too trying to come for you. Telling a person that they are not, that they don't have to be broken up a day in their life is equivalent to having them and all they broke friends coming for you. It is literally not an easy job. Everybody, crabs in a barrel mentality. But somebody had to do it. This is why, as much as you feel like, I loved you, I was rooting for you, I believed in you. When God tell you to walk away, you walk away. You know why? Because if you never provide, and Spirit said this over and over again, if you never provide, because y'all don't like to listen, because people don't like to listen to shit that they ain't got their name on it. But we're going to talk about that another day. When you provide the contrast, when you leave, you create privilege. Every time someone, y'all saw the movie Life, right? Was it Life? The movie where they give each other more time. Remember that? The movie with Justin Timberlake. He stimulated, he invoked change by gifting privilege. He gave in privilege, which was time, exposing a level of consciousness, right, to the infinite potential of time. What would you do if you had all the time in the world? How would you spend it? I've already spent it, but how would you do it? And so when people from high status and these opportunities, they have a mission that they understand, that they have to stimulate. They have to stimulate the collective with privilege. I'm going to gift you the privilege to ride first class. I'm going to gift you the privilege to have all exclusive something paid. I'm going to gift you something that you've never had before. Because that doesn't mean that we're going to stay together. That doesn't mean that we're meant to be together. That means that I exposed you to something that you're not aware of. And that exposure is going to move in your subconscious realm like a growing bush. And it's going to light up like a Christmas fucking tree. And every year around Christmas tree, you're going to experience the birth of Christ consciousness. So when relationships come into your life and fear stops you from experiencing privilege outside of your norm, of your expectancy, they know that they're preventing your light, your Christmas tree, from your sparks from sparking at the end of the year. And so instead of you having that completion, instead of you being open that portal, you're harvested. And every time energy is being harvested, right? Because humanity is crops. Every time energy is being harvested, demons are created. Because you can't have one without the other. Okay? That is why it is the most exciting yet depressing times of year. So in this new year that we're about to have, when spring comes around, every season is necessary. But as we're coming upon spring, we have an opportunity. And the best way to do it is to get outside your comfort zone. Do something daring. I'm not telling you to be reckless, but do something that provides you privilege. I don't care if you spend something, like, give yourself an experience that's going to translate into energy within yourself. And if you can't give it to yourself, allow someone else to give it to you. Okay? Allow someone else to give it to you. Because our perspective of rock bottom, to somebody of privilege, it feels like you got the best seat in the house. Like you got the best seat in the house. You have absolutely no idea All right, Spirit. Any last messages? So now is not really the time to focus on like community and trying to like take people with you, right? Because I feel like we're sowing, like we're watering seeds, and we're supposed to be making sure that there's nothing on your crops trying to eat away at what's been planted. Because what Spirit is pretty much saying, like there's a seed that's already been planted and it's working. There's a seed in the ground and it's working. It's working. Who sing that song? There's a seed in the ground. Damn. All I know is, and it's working. That's the only part I remember. It's 1 a.m. Well, shout out to you. Shout out to you. What's the name of that movie? What's the name of that song, y'all? Because Spirit is saying, like, right now, look at this butterfly. You're going to be getting deeper insights. You're going to be getting deeper knowings and confirmations. You're in a whole new dimension. You're in a whole nother, this is a whole new world. Okay. I gotta see. What is that song? I'm not gonna feel good. Spirits, I need to pull the song up. That's all. What is that? Google? I got a seed in the ground and it's working. It's a gospel song. This is my season. Yeah, this is my season for favor. This is my season to reap what I have sown. To reap what I have sown. Okay. I haven't been perfect, but I sure been faithful. God has a purpose. Yes, I know he's able. So, listen, the play on words, okay, that's bars. From a symbolic standpoint, it's either you can or it's either you able. And God can only move and manifest because the masculine energy is matter. The creator and the divine masculine energy brings everything into matter. Okay. And God can only move through people that are willing and able, that do not make excuses. Is hits different. Through you, he is able. And you see, like, everything, the blue, you finna be cooking, you finna be creating, you about to have a knowing, something's about to give birth, you're about to give birth. Creation, everything that's green on this earth, comes from the water. We have build home in reverse. Outer strength. Okay, so when you start to see the world, when the world turns their back on you, you turn your back on having faith in the world. You don't have to have faith in your 3D reality. You don't have to have faith in the world. You could turn your back on that. Okay? You can. Because what it appears like to your enemies, that things are failing for you, that's because they can only see as far as their physical reality. They don't have a deeper knowing. They can't see how the seed is developing, how everything is being made able for you. And so it's important that your enemies fester and they focus on feeding off of your physical 3D reality. Because while they feeding off that, God is moving things underneath the ground. Okay? You literally, yeah. Mhm. You know what I feel like? This is job rejections, people telling you no. Yes, this is definitely like it's a process of hitting rock bottom in some area of life. It's like there's some type of magical thing that happens when you hit rock bottom of something that you thought was going to work or you expected to work. When you hit rock bottom in that space, it's like the rawest thing that you can water with. Like it's pure emotion. It's raw emotion. It's like the perfect ingredient, the perfect recipe. It's like just wait. Just wait. Dang. I don't know why this build home is in reverse. Some of y'all gonna be saying no to somebody. Okay, you may have gotten a reading or you got confirmation. It feels like you're gonna be saying no, and it may feel like you're gonna have to do it all by yourself or figure something out by yourself or something like that. But that's okay, because I feel like in that space, you're meant to bring something into fruition. There's like a community of people. There's like soulmates, karmic soulmates, people that you're familiar. They're familiar. This is all familiar people, places, and things. This is your season of observation. Observe how people move, how they treat you. I was watching something on YouTube, and I think it was Nardo, is it Flacco or something? I don't know. But pretty much, he told his dad to put everybody on a group chat. And he had all his family in there and all his cousins and everybody else. And he asked every person for $100. Okay? Sow a seed of $100 into me, and you'll never have to worry a day in your life again. And out of everybody, the only people that gave him $100 was his auntie and his cousin. Everybody else didn't. And so he said for the rest of their life, if they could go into the future and they could see, they're going to always be taken care of and provided for. These are the type of seeds that are being planted during this season. The kind that you can't see what it really is, but your character, your integrity, and who you are as a person is being tested. That's what's happening that's what's happened to your friends, your family, your social circles. They're being tested. Some of y'all, this season has been going on for a long time. And at this point, where you are right now, it's like with every rejection, with every disappointment, it should feel like a confirmation of who can and who cannot go with you. It's like the great severing, okay? It's like a big ass earthquake. It's happening. And if it's happening in the spirit, it's about to be happening in the physical. All right? And it's going to collide where you'll find yourself doing business with people you never thought you were doing business with. You'll find yourself connecting with people you never thought you would connect with. And it's because this great severing had to happen. So don't do anything. You may feel helpless, like you got no control over a situation. Don't even try to overthink about, like, why family gotta be like this, why lovers gotta be like that, why can't we all just work together? Just accept it for what it is and keep it moving. All right. Feel flattered, because you now, some people may come to you and they're gonna be trying to tell you all sweet nothings. It's flattery. It's flattery. Make them stand on business. However they treat you, make them stand on it. Devotion. I'm telling you, somebody here has racked up a lot of bodies. And I'm not talking about just through the physical. I'm talking about there's a trail of broken hearts. There's a trail of tears. And someone wants you not to worry about that or to overlook that part and just give them a pass. Someone wants to get out of jail free pass and they want that pass through you. So what you gonna do? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Oh my God, look what my son made. Listen, I'm telling you, look, he drew me a hand. God has his hand in your life. Tap in and agree. That's how I look at that. He gave me that hand so I could. No, I'm not gonna do that. You about to meet somebody, you gonna shake their hand. You about to shake somebody's hand. What is this? Oh, he just been, all I can say is he just been giving me gifts every day. He don't, not a day go by where he don't bring me some type of gift. I got it all over my desk. That is a sign. Spirit is using me to give you a sign that it's about to be coming out everywhere. Everywhere. When children come to you and they flock to you, when children just want to give you things, they are the closest to God. They are the closest to source. So when that happens, when the insects just want to lay on you, we have happiness and well-being. Yeah, don't let nothing destroy your peace. Exactly. Proof of receiving. You get it. You get it. We have rabbit. Too much concern with sexual matters. See, a lot of times during this season as well, especially, what is that, April? Between February and April. Yeah, this is the fertile season. Your subconscious realm is fertile. And so this is the best time of year and a lot of people that understand energy and matter, this is the best type of time of year to speak into your ears. So a lot of telephone conversation, a lot of face-to-face talk, right? And so the only way to get into your subconscious realm, Spirit been putting y'all up on game for a minute, especially with helping you understand the game, okay? Everything is predatorial. Okay. I feel like as human beings, we like to think that we are, when we talk about relations and how we relate to other people, how we resonate with other people, we don't really, it's not our first inclination to understand that when we go back in time, the first creations that were ever walking on this earth, it wasn't human beings. Okay? If we were human beings, we were the first creation on earth, we wouldn't be told in the Bible that mankind would be the kind of like what they said, they would tend to the earth and all its creation. Okay? Dominion over it is what they call it, right? Which means that every other kingdom of creation have a computer system. It has a genetic code that it's a preset. They have triggers. They have genetic information that allows them to perceive something and experience things in the realm of what they know. But one thing that everybody has in common is instincts. Instincts comes from the oldest source of all creation, which is always primordial. That primordial creation has always been the apex predator, has always been the megalodon, has always been the it's the beginning, okay? The alpha and omega type of energy, the OA. When us as human beings, we're no different from the ant kingdom. We're no different from the lizard kingdom. We're no different from the crocodiles, the snakes, the alligators. We don't like to relate to animals because we feel like we're human beings and we're not savage, or we're not creatures. We're humans. But in order to understand yourself, you have to understand every other kingdom, because you are a splice. Human beings are nothing more of a splice from every variant of creation. Some have a little bit more of that and a little bit more of this. But if you do not want to understand the circle of life of every kingdom, mammals, humanoids, whatever they call it, insect kingdom, the animal, whatever animal kingdom, then there are parts about yourself that you're not ready to bring into wholeness. Okay? You have to bring it into harmony. And this is the universal, I think isn't this 2025 the year of the snake, if I'm not mistaken? And so you're going to have to eat what you don't, like the infinite symbol, you're going to have to consume your own tail, which is about going within yourself. Yeah. So this is going to, which means new levels, new challenges. A lot of times the devil card gets a negative connotation because of media and because of theater, but the devil card is a symbolic representation for truth. Okay? It's the things that we need to shed. It's the awareness that we need, and the only time we have an opportunity to get that information and go that deep is when we're willing to take on the snake. And the snake in our reality is going to look different for every person, but you must endure. Okay? It could be like going on a spiritual pilgrimage, and along the way you're going to meet all variations of predatorial energy, and all variations of predatorial energy, you're meant to extract the venom. You're meant to learn how to navigate and work with predatorial energy. Okay? So when a person comes into your life, you need your higher self, because your higher self going to put you up on game. Your higher self going to be like, okay, I need you to click X square plus, and I need you to hit that with the little trigger thing at the top and make that combination, and that's going to be the move that I need you to make. You're not going to want to press certain buttons if you don't like the move that your higher self is telling you to make. So there's going to be some frequency, some static. You're going to have a hard time agreeing on what plays to make. All right. There's a lot of sexual energy out here. Time to act. I'm telling you, you're going to be dealing with y'all in the kingdom, y'all in the jungle. I just was talking about predatory energy. So a lot of y'all are going to attract a lot of enemies, people working against you. Okay, nocturnal people that stay up all night, don't sleep. They know how to manifest you in your dreams. You're going to be dealing with people that come to you direct. They're going to be very aggressive. And so you're going to have to know how to work with that energy. Um, Look at that. Spiritual guidance. Protection from harm. And just know that you're protected. The only time it can penetrate your armor, you got to wake up and cloak yourself in the armor of God. And if you go back to some of my other videos, Spirit channeled a direct message on how to cloak yourself in the armor of God and walk amongst all creation. You got to be lying. You think that you could be afraid in the lion's den? You think the lion not going to eat you if you're afraid? Or I don't want to be here. Well, you already here. What you going to do now? Okay, you already in the lion's den. Because you on earth. You're in the lion's den. You're in its realm. All right. Break every chain, deep personal strength, and peace to assure success. You in the valley. I'm in the valley of the shadow of death, but I will fear no evil. Thy rod and thy staff, it comforts me. Okay. Slowly but surely getting ahead. One step at a time. There's no need to rush. Don't try to rush this process. Just stay in your position, okay, and let them serve their purpose. And they will gossip about you. They're going to say things about you. They're going to be like, oh my God, you're just doing this for the money, or you're just doing that for this, and they ain't doing that for this. And they're going to have people that's going to want to be like, I'll give you this and I'll give you that if you do business with me. Sit in your seat. Don't get up out that throne. Don't you get up off that high horse. Don't let nobody take you down off your confidence. All right? Especially in regards to family matters. Ooh, you about to be. Ooh. You about to be rich, wealthy. Excuse me, Spirit said correction, wealthy. You get into the bag. This is your year to get to the bag. Okay? You are on the right path regarding some aspect of life. And we got marriage, money. Listen, there's so much more that I want to say, but I feel like that's all that we could take for one day. It's just, it's too much goodness, you know? I don't want to paralyze you. I don't want to paralyze y'all to just be like stuck in fantasy, right? Because my Pisces and Mars really likes to stay in that Jupiter type of illusion. I can stay there all day long. That's why time stands still. Like, how long have I been on here? I thought I was only on here for 10 minutes. You know? So this is gonna be so much fun. This is gonna be so much fun. Loosen your grip, okay? Whoever needs to hear that, that's what Spirit's saying. Loosen your grip. Be more mysterious. This is the year where you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn this year how to get what it is you're lacking. Whatever it is that you're lacking, Spirit gonna be putting you up on game this year on how to get what it is you lacking. This is the year where you get taught, where you get taught how to fish, how to never be broke another day in your life, how to never be fucked with another day in your life. Like, this is the year that you gonna rise up and understand your value and your worth. Like, Spirit's gonna really be decoding energy for y'all. So bring your notebooks and bring your pens and pencils so you can take that information and do great things with it. All right. Y'all gonna cultivate. We gonna cultivate all the secrets of love and money. It's for free. It's for free. It's abundant over here. Trying to tell you something. Period. God is your source. Everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God. I'm telling you, God is your sugar daddy. God is your sugar mama, your sugar daddy, whatever. It's nothing but love. You know that old grandma love that just be like, you know, the real wet, juicy kisses that your grandparents give you and make you wipe your cheek. That's the type of love you finna be getting. You understand what I'm saying? The real type of kiss. Wet. No trigger warning, okay? What does it say? Everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God. And your faith opens the doorway to receive. Your faith, I was talking about that earlier. That your faith opens the doorway to receive. In God, there is no lack or limitation. Rather, there is plenty of abundance for all to share. Everything the light touches is yours. The milk and honey overpours into you. You are the land. You are nirvana. You are the altar. You are the walking altar. And you must require people to take off their motherfucking shoes before they walk into your temple. Okay? But that's the card. It's so beautiful. Look at the star. You know, typically predators, baby, always sacrificing the lamb, right? But you're not going to be no sacrificial lamb this year. No sacrificial lamb this year. I'm sorry. You don't get to manifest your little, your wizardry over everyone that sees this message. You don't get to sacrifice. You don't get to harvest this one this year. All 120 of you. You don't get to harvest them. Okay? Straight up. Just like that. All right. Love y'all. I'll catch y'all in another live or maybe another pre-recording. But y'all have the best day ever. Go eat something. Okay? Go be abundant. Go skip and play outside. Get out of the building. Do something. I love you guys. Bye-bye.